Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to today's video on the Sideline Scoop. So today, what I want to do is talk about Za'darius Smith and Preston Smith, the Smith brothers, and talk about why they are one of the best, if not the best, duo in the NFL all around, just out of everyone, especially when it comes to rushing the quarterback. So if you guys are new to this channel, welcome. My name is Luke Beller, and I put up videos on here on YouTube about the Green Bay Packers. As you can tell, I'm a Packers fan, as well as fantasy football. So if you are into either of those things, feel free to subscribe to the channel down below. So when we take a look at Za'darius and Preston Smith, last season they came in 2019. Packers signed them both as free agents last season. Signed Za'darius Smith for a 4-year, $66 million deal. That's a good amount of money. And then Preston Smith, we signed him for a 4-year, $52 million deal. So we signed both of them to 4-year deals coming into 2019. And so considering they played 1 year, they each have 3 years left on their season. So they're going to continue to basically help this Packers defense just all around. When you take a look at both of these guys, they both came into the NFL in 2015. Za'darius was with the Ravens from 2015 to 2018, and Preston Smith was with the Redskins from 2015 to 2018. And before they came to the Packers, they were really great players. Obviously, because the Packers signed them for such pretty big contracts, basically. But when you take a look at basically how they both performed in the 2019 season with the Packers, they both had their best year by far. And I think that's partly the fact that they are playing beside each other. So they're really able to benefit from, each other just causing havoc when it came to rushing the quarterback and, just causing havoc when it came to just pushing around the offensive line. And so when we take a Za'darius Smith, he had 13.5 sacks and Preston Smith had 12 sacks. And before 2019, the most sacks Za'darius had in a season was 8.5. So he got 5 more sacks than he had in any previous season. And with Preston Smith, the most sacks he had before 2019 was 8 sacks, and he finished with 12 sacks. And so he improved by 4 sacks on his best before that season. And so both of these guys just came in and just did what they can do. And obviously, as Packers fans, it's very exciting to see guys who can come in and do that. And it's like back in the day when Clay Matthews was, a little bit younger in his career, just causing havoc, just sacking the quarterback, just Clay Matthews the way that he used to be. So it's fun to see some guys come in and really have the chemistry that they have and basically play the way that they do together. And especially, it's fun watching all their interviews and all that kind of stuff. They're funny guys, they're fun to watch. But a few other interesting stats to take a look at. When you take a look at Za'darius, he led the league in QB pressures with 14.8%. So number one when it came to putting pressure on the quarterback, and he had 37 QB hits. And with those 37 QB hits, he was the 4th player in NFL history to get there. So Za'darius is putting up some all-time numbers, especially last season. I can't wait for next season as well to see how well he does next season as well. But when we take a look at Preston Smith, he was 10th in QB pressures with 11.7%. So both of these guys have no problem getting to the quarterback, which is just obvious from, if you watched any games in the 2019 season. And then one thing I want to take a look at, I'll throw it up right here as you guys can see. So these are some next-gen stats, and it's basically looking at the combined QB pressures for all 3 guys. So we're throwing in Kenny Clark as well. And they had a total of 163 QB pressures during the regular season, which was the second most by a trio since they started looking at these NFL next-gen stats, which was in 2016. So this Packers defensive line is one of the best in the NFL when it came to putting pressure on the quarterback, and I think that there's no reason that won't continue into the 2020 NFL season. And last season, when we take a look, Za'darius Smith and Preston Smith played a massive amount of snaps. They both played in about the same amount of snaps, about 84% of all defensive snaps. And I was looking at some comments from Mike Pettin, and he was basically saying that he wants to give them a little more time off the field in 2020. He's going to take them off the field a little bit, just give them a little bit more breathing, time to breathe, to catch their breath a little bit. Probably not much. Who knows how many the percentage of snaps they'll play? Maybe 75, 80. I don't know. Just a few more plays off. And this will really give the ability for Rashawn Gary to see if he can come in and really produce the way that the Packers think he can, because we drafted him in 2019 with the 12th overall pick. And so I think that this will be the year to see, can he step up and be the player that the Packers really think he can be. So Pettin said he basically wants to get Gary on the field on early downs and sort of move him around when it came to other downs as well, like on 3rd down. And last season, Gary had 2 sacks, 3 QB hits, and 21 tackles. So he didn't really do much last season, but lots of people expect him to take a jump in 2020. So hopefully he can come in and help Za'darius and Preston Smith out as well in the 2020 NFL season. But that's basically what I wanted to share in this video. Give you the statistics on why Za'darius Smith and Preston Smith are one of the best duos in the NFL. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to like it down below, and feel free to subscribe to the channel if you're into the Packers, want to see some more content, because I'm posting around 5 to 10 videos a week right now about Packers and fantasy football. I sort of mix and match both of those. So if you're into either of those, feel free to subscribe to the channel. But I appreciate you guys watching, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys on the next video.